this is what I wanted to talk about the most. You know what I'll accept it. You know what this whole rap beef has made me realize? I'm a prisoner of the fucking moment. Like, each record that comes out, oh, this one's hard. He got him. And then, like, the next one comes out, and it's like, oh, this is fire. He got him.
It's all about right now.
It's all about right now, which, I think I realized that, but it's just like.
I don't know, man. I know for a fact.
I'm not mad at it.
I am not a Kendrick fan. Like, I'm not. I won't say I dislike him, but I'm not a fan. I don't just go listen to Kendrick Lamar. But that Euphoria record was crazy, and I didn't want to like it before I even turned it on. And then as it keeps going, like, just the way he says some things, and the bars are good. But like when he says, "Fuck all that pushing P," let me see you push a T. Push a T. I love that shit.
How he changes his voice. And
yeah, dude. Like he really killed it. I really like that record, and I think that it's good enough to hold up with Drake's record. We listened to Drake's record again for the record, and it was good too. It
still holds up.
Not hearing it for a while.
It didn't hit the same as it did last week, though.
Well, no, because it's not new anymore. But the thing is like, once I heard Kendrick's shit, his was automatically inferior in my mind. But then I heard it again. I was like, nah, it's pretty good. Like the way he turned the drop and give me 50 into a hook. Like the push up song is, it's still good. I think that it's good enough to give Drake the ability to have a response. I don't think that anybody in this beef, like Kendrick or Drake, is going to necessarily have the ability to like drop a record that's going to ruin the other. Like where people don't even want to listen to them anymore. It can't take them serious, kind of like what happened with Meek Mill. I don't think that's the case, bro. I think that they're going to keep putting out records back and forth until like we just have to decide who we think won and like it's going to be one of those split decision things, I feel like.
I actually think I agree with that right there, bro. As songs, it goes in that order, and then as disses, it's a different order. What's to do with 616 in L.A., though? That came out today.
I just seen that tweet where it was talking about all the 616s.
So this is the Debating Hip Hop Twitter page, and it says, as songs like that is number one, which makes sense. It was supposed to be a song
I agree
with a verse on it that had a diss in it. That's all it was. Then push-ups, which I agree because it's got the little hook in it. That's fire.
I would maybe switch.
Euphoria and 616 in LA got a switch on that.
I think they got.
They got that. They got
Taylor Made by far is the worst. So.
Yeah, that
what is Taylor Made freestyle? That's the one he deleted with like the AI Tupac.
Yeah. That wasn't. I didn't like that one.
It was like taken down, right?
Yeah.
But as disses, it goes Euphoria number one, and then push-ups, then like that 616 in LA. See, I would probably change.
I agree with that.
I think 616.
That's so hard for me to get out.
As far as disses go, this newest one, I think he sends more personal shots than he didn't like that. But that's also me being fresh on the mind.
I also don't think that he needed to drop that, and maybe not just yet. I think it was good enough. I think it's good. Like you said, there's a lot of personal disses in there. It's kind of, leaking us information about like behind the scenes stuff. And I think that it's good. I just think that the Euphoria one is still so fresh. I don't think that was what needed to drop right now.
I feel like
those could be recycled bars.
All of the Kendrick disses feel like he's like teasing something. He's like
It's like he knows something we don't know, type of thing.
It's like he refuses to show his hand. He keeps showing you a card.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
We'll see. Maybe he'll have something that's going to really,
So I think I've also seen a lot of different crazy theories on this whole thing, where it's like, I seen where how do you say that fucking word?
Euphoria,
whatever.
Come on, man.
I don't know, man. I'm faded. That's actually like a 25-minute song, and how it just like splits into all these different beats and stuff. Like, allegedly, that's like a whole, like a 30-minute.
I could see that because in one song it's changing, and like then 3 times.
he's dropping little snippets because 616 in LA. How long was that? Like 3 minutes?
It was a regular
Something
time
like
limit.
that, yeah.
So, I like the fact that Euphoria was like 6.5 minutes. That was fire. Six minutes.
And it just gets better and better and better. Because, like, the first part of that song, of Euphoria, I was like, oh, ain't no way my man's about to come back dissing on this type of, like, energy and, you know, BPM. And I just like, there's no way. So whenever it went into the hard beat, I was like, okay. And then it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And it gets fire. And then he throws the petty shit in there, just talking about how he's the biggest hater. I hate this. I hate that. I hate this. You.
Dude,
you know?
I also think it's like.
Oh, real quick, I want to shout out Debating Hip Hop because I've been following this fool since he was at like 7K.
Nice.
He's at 138, bro.
Hell yeah. So he's been
One of
around
my
for a while.
One of my favorite fucking Twitter accounts.
I was
on
going
the
to say,
website.
I'm sitting here thinking about it, and you talking about you're a prisoner of right now, of like what's going on right now. It's a beef. It's literally people going back and forth. And when you hear people arguing, you're literally going to, if it's, and none of it's bad. Each response is good. So like in an argument, each time somebody says something, and if it's good, that's what you're looking at right there. That's like what was just said. And you're going to wait on the next one. But what was just said is the best thing. If everything's been good up until that point, what was just said is the best thing.
Oh,
yeah,
I remember
you
what
can
I
go
was
back
about
and
to say.
analyze it and be like, well, now that I think about it, this
Give
one,
it time, and we'll look back, and we'll be like, okay, we can kind of probably dissect it
I remember what I
better.
was about to say. The whole who said he didn't need to drop 616 in LA?
I don't think he did. I don't think you need to drop it yet.
I think that was just part of the whole internet, him playing into the internet.
It
of
could
them,
be.
like,
There could be a master plan behind it.
academics like, oh, where you at, Kendrick? You got to drop Kendrick, and like Drake dropping back-to-back diss songs. I think he's just playing the game a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
So Kendrick did back-to-back now, right?
Yeah.
Because of this one and Euphoria
Yeah.
in response to Drake's back-to-backs.
Yep.
That's cool. I haven't been, as you can tell, I haven't been keeping up with it like that.
I've just been like, I see a meme or something. I'm like, oh shit, and somebody else dropped, and I go and listen to it. But the Euphoria song, bro, I listened to it at least 10 times yesterday. I genuinely
Same.
like it.
I was sitting at the barbershop today, and I saw NFR podcast posted 616. They might have been the one that put it on Twitter because their tweet has like 15 million impressions.
Because it's
And
not
those are the
officially
two
out.
guys you hate. Yeah.
I don't hate him.
The Canadians.
I just don't like the accent. I'm just a hater.
Neither does
I've
Kendrick
been
Lamar.
hating a lot today.
Crody.
Crody. I don't know if we can say
18 million impressions.
I'm talking to family, Crody.
that. I don't know if we can say that. 18 million.
So that's a Canadian thing, right?
insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but they're from Canada. So why did he send it to them? You know,
I don't think he sent it to him.
switching on the gang like that.
Well, no.
Holy.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Is they're not clouded up enough to be on its
I
side.
don't know. They've been kind of
They're-
going viral. Shout out
No,
to
no,
them.
they
Yeah.
definitely have, but like they're not clouded. They're not academics. They're not getting sent diss tracks. Like they're gonna, do whatever they can to get their shit noticed.
But 10 hours ago, bro,
18 million.
Is
in
that not
10
a
hours?
chess move to send it to a Canadian podcast?
Bro, if Kendrick Lamar sent them that shit, bro, they really are. They made it.
I don't know if that.
And
I
that's
don't
a,
know. But
that's a nice little like, oh, these fucking
Also,
Canadian
don't
kids, they'll
understand,
post
like,
it.
I don't understand like the glove thing.
It's
Maybach Music. It's Rick Ross.
What's a Maybach? Yeah.
I just don't know what
Okay.
kind of glove it is. Is it
That's
driving
what I thought when I
gloves?
seen it was Maybach.
It's a
Music.
Maybach driving glove, I
I
guess.
th-
Maybe,
Well, that's what I
but
was-
like you
I
don't.
started to analyze, but Maybach, does it have the double M like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no. Well, I don't know. I know that it has double M's for Rick Ross because he's Maybach Music.
Exactly, but I didn't know if the
But if he
actual
got the
car had
custom Maybach driving gloves with the the altered logo, that's pretty fire.
that.
Yeah,
it
so
is
the
double M.
Maybach logo is like that.
I wonder why. Maybe Maybach is Mercedes. Maybe the other M's
It
for
is.
Mercedes.
It is, yeah. I've only ever seen one Maybach in person, man. I'm broke.
I've seen one. They're pretty crazy, but I still would never want one.
If I had disposable income like that, maybe, but
They're too big.
They're
Not
too
at
big.
the
I don't
point.
like big cars. I'd rather just buy a
When I
crazy
parked- When I
supercar.
parked the Rolls Royce, y'all thought it was rented.
I might would have a Rolls, but I'd have a driver.
Yeah. That's my thing, bro. Like
Actually-
if I got fuck you money like that,
You're gonna miss Daisy
I'm
me.
having a fucking limousine, bro. I ain't driving no more.
At the body shop that me and Rodney worked at in California, I seen a Maybach come through, and I had to drive it around the lot to move it around the body shop and shit. And you look in the back, and it's like
Bro was driving it like
spacious as hell, dude. I mean, every whip I was driving at that body shop was crazy. Like, it was spacious as hell, and like you see in the back, like we were taking it apart and shit in the body shop, and it's like they got the refrigerator in between the back two seats and shit. It's
Hell
like
yeah.
crazy shit in
Bro,
there.
Rick Ross's fat
Stupid
ass and
spacious.
3 fat hoes fit in the back of that thing,
Hell
bro.
yeah,
It's gotta
absolutely.
I remember when
Fucking
you,
DJ Khaled.
be. Yeah.
I remember when you used your car and shot that video in there with the Tesla and did the video.
Yeah, dude. Actually, Rodney was working on that one. That was up in a separate shop with
Oh,
him and this
yeah,
other
okay.
dude, and they were taking it apart, and we shot the video with that. Whatever, like the
Backup camera.
yeah, it was like the more not SUV, but what's that Tesla? Whatever, it's just letters and shit.
What do you
but-
think about Kendrick saying? We can move on here in a second, but I think my favorite line on the disc was when you see yourself in sexy red, I think you see two
bad bitches. Yeah, yeah, that was funny.
That's crazy.
That was funny because he does kind of take sus selfies with her.
I
Shout out to
kinda-
Kendrick for saying sexy red a bad bitch.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did do that. Sexy
compare
Red
that
just
to-
winning out here.
almost like Drake making the short jokes to Kendrick. That's almost like the same type shit.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think Drake's was more just like
Calling him a
insults rather than like insight
Mm-hmm.
on like what's going on. Like there was a little bit like about his deal
I
being
think Kendrick did go a
and
little bit more personal. You know, he
Yeah.
kind of went exposed
But
a little bit more business.
we
and-
can't hold Drake to that record yet because that record addressed a lot more people than Kendrick. I want the one that's just to Kendrick.
That's true.
think that's
That's
next.
true.
Yeah,
it's gotta be.
it has to be next.
Mhm.
It's gotta be.
You know, like I said, I don't think that Kendrick's record, either one of them, was good enough to kill Drake. But if
I
Drake
think it's
don't
gonna kill
drop,
anybody, it's just gonna make him more popular.
yeah, I don't know, bro, because like if he revealed like when the
True.
Pusha T dropped the shit on him, man, like it was
Said Drake said he's big in Japan, so Kendrick dropped 2 nukes.
Nah, look, when Pusha dropped his shit, Drake couldn't, like, he lost. Now Drake's so popular, it's not gonna hurt his career that much, but
Let me see you push a T.
So to move on from this conversation, as of like right now, who's in the league? Kendrick.
I think Kendrick is.
Okay.
But I also think it's a battle of.
Kendrick.
I also think it's a battle
But
of this
who
right.
drops next?
It's gonna be yeah.
New number 1.
Yes, but
I think it's like this, bro. I think it's whoever drops. It's like
I think it's really the first
It's
one
literally
to
an
make a
argument.
Worse, the
Yeah.
first
Back
one to
and
make a
forth.
worse diss loses.
okay.
Like I don't think if
Or if they delete the
'cause
shit
if they're
like
dropping
Kendrick or J.
if,
Cole
if
did.
they're dropping 2 at a time, I don't think if you drop like one that's not better than the second one. If that makes sense, like the first one's got to be better than like the one you drop the next day.
Yeah, but isn't that what Drake did with the?
Nah, because
Or
Taylor
did he-
Made was the second one and that one sucked.
Okay.
Well, now that you say that, I'm thinking Kendrick. This is not his best shit that he's dropping. Like, it's good because of the shit that he's saying, but his best shit, he's not using that too.
I think
Like Drake is using his best like style,
I
and
think
then the words. The
I will
lyrics, too.
say I can almost already predict the how Drake's gonna spin. How like he's got Kendrick to put out more music. You know, going back at him than he has put out in the past 2 years or whatever. Like
Yeah,
I can almost hear it. You know, I can't write the bar, but
Saying
like
he
I
brought
can
him
almost,
out.
Yeah,
of like hiding or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
type of beat. It's getting interesting though, but same time it's like whatever. It's like the more days that pass, the less I give a fuck about it, and then like when something happens, I'm back into it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, same.
I mean, we're literally watching millionaires go back and forth, and we're fucking.
I mean,
Over
Ghost
beef that
regular-
started over you won't do a song with me and you had sex with this girl and like it's funny to me.
or
And we're normal ass human beings, like
Realistically,
We're just
regular
poor out here. You
we're
know.
watching 2 of the
Don't
the,
fuck bad bitches.
the
like,
greatest at their sport. You know what I'm saying? Compete. You know, like we didn't get Floyd versus Pacquiao when Pacquiao was in his prime. You know, it was like these 2 dudes are like in their prime, kind of like competing for it. And you don't see that a lot in sports and anything really. You know, there's always like a kind of a, there's always like a what's it called, like a mulligan or something, like a gimme. Like someone's always plus or minus. Like I think this, back to betting, I think this is even money if you were to bet on it both ways, you know. But whatever.
Shout out to Kendrick again for saying Sexy Red a bad bitch.
Facts.
Cause I done been said her that Sexy Redder was a real one.
No, y'all been hating. Actually, all three of you hated on Sexy Red, and I'll never forgive you.
It's on camera, bro, that I said Sexy Red was bad as hell. And y'all are like, oh, bro, what the fuck, bro? She ratchet, dude.
Nah, I still stand with that.
I think,
But shout out to Kendrick for saying she's a bad bitch.
I love her.
Shout out to Kendrick.